All right, welcome to the call, XRP Army. Welcome. My name is Kyle. This is Nick. We are the Run Guys on YouTube and around the world. We just wanted to say, hey, welcome to this family. Welcome to the community if you're new. We found cryptocurrency I feel like way back in our day. What is that? Is that kind of what we say? But back in 2017 is when we really got involved with cryptocurrency, with XRP. We were hanging out with a good friend, Ty Lopez, in Miami. And we were talking about the blockchain. We were at the biggest convention that Miami ever had, and it started to blow our mind. We saw a vision that was so big with cryptocurrency that we had to go all in. And we saw it as the future of money. And if you're here right now, if you're new, like I said, tell you what, you're at the right place at the right time with the right people in the right community here.
Yeah, absolutely. When I remember when we were a little bit younger, we're still young, we're learning every single day. But when we heard about Bitcoin, I mean, it was like, like $4,000, $5,000 from a friend, and he kind of approached it to us the wrong way, and he explained it the wrong way.
Wait, how about the guy even before that? It was $600. Remember we were at his house? Okay, keep going. My bad. I remember now.
And you probably were approached about it the wrong way. So we paid it no mind because we were making good money doing affiliate marketing online, promoting other people's products with our brand. And we didn't think anything of it at the time because we're like, when you're making good money, you got to keep your mind open to new ideas and new stuff. The moment that you get too stubborn and too stuck in your ways is the moment that you fall behind in life. And when we heard about it, we were like, shoot it off. But then we heard it about again, and we heard it about again. And then eventually we saw it again at like, $8,000, $9,000 bucks. And we're like, okay, now it's time to get into it. And so we put a good amount of money into Bitcoin. And then we heard about these things called altcoins and ICOs. We're like, what are altcoins and ICOs? And then researching on YouTube, stumbling across a bunch of different projects. One of our buddies told us about a project called, XRP. We're like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. It looks like it, has some really, really good stuff going on behind the scenes. What Brad Garlinghouse is doing with Ripple as the company. And you were like, okay, cool, let's diversify our portfolio. So we started investing in a bunch of different altcoins, and XRP being one of them in 2017. And during that bull run in 2017, holy cow, man, made a lot of money, lost a lot at the same time. But it was really cool to watch that happen, because we know that if it can happen once, it can happen again. And if billionaires are willing to push money into something like that, and big banks and institutions are willing to back stuff like this, guys, the future of this is going to be incredible. We went from continentals to the US dollar, right? Backed by the gold reserve. And where are we going to go from here on out? If history repeats itself, we have to go to digital currencies. We have to. If Elon Musk is talking about colonizing Mars, what is the only way? Like, if we do that, however we're going to get there, that guy's a genius. He'll figure it out. What's the only way to send money from planet to planet? Digitally, right? You can't pack a bunch of $100 bills or a bunch of money in a spaceship and send it there. That's very inefficient. So the only way for the future to evolve is through digital currencies, and cryptocurrencies is the way that we see. So like we always tell people, like, if you're going to get into something, only invest what you can afford to lose, right? And that's what we did. And that way we weren't emotionally attached to the outcome of, whether it completely disappeared or, your portfolio was cut by 80% overnight. And a lot of people went through that, and it was heartbreaking in 2017 because they invested their life savings into it.
We laughed about one time we got it in, and we just messed around with one portfolio. We put I think it was 20 grand in. It made $150,000 in what was it, a couple months or something like that.
Yeah, close to 2 months.
And then all of a sudden, it started to drop. All right, we put them in the wrong altcoins. We should have put it all in XRP at the time.
But even that dropped too.
It was just wild. It is what it is. But the thing, like he was saying, history repeats itself. Mm-hmm. All right. And what I can see and foresee is I see these big wigs, these big whales. They're scaring a lot of us right now in the space, and they're just making us feel like we shouldn't get in. They're putting in and they're taking out. They're putting in, they're taking out. They really do run the markets. And what we want to do as a community too, and to help your community, is that we need to run the markets. We need to take advantage of this instead of them taking advantage of us. We tell people to run life, otherwise your life will run you. That's what RUN stands for, is rank up now. We want to rank up now in the markets. We want our portfolios to go through the flipping roof. All right. And if you're an XRP holder, or if you're new to this space, you have to understand that the banks need this more than ever. They're doing their best to try to think they can do it by themselves. Respect the banks. But guess what? It feels like it's almost a dinosauric that's even a word, an old school tactic, a Flintstone method that they think, oh, well, somebody else over here, XRP, is figuring it out. We should try to do it ourselves, when they know they can't. They need us. They need what we have here. We're not the end all be all gurus here. We never have been. We're never saying that we're those people. We're right there with you. We're right there because we believe in a mission of taking back, and even Wall Street, and making it Main Street, making it for us, making it for this community of runners. We want to impact 100 million plus people's lives, and we're already doing that with YouTube. But you have to understand, cryptocurrency alone is going to impact hundreds of millions of people's lives. And guess what? We're the beginning of it. Imagine being in before Microsoft became Microsoft. Imagine when my friend was like, yeah, I bought this company called Tesla. The stock is $8. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is. The same thing that I did with Bitcoin and him. When it was $600, $4,000, we were like, no big deal. And then we're kind of like, wow, we're kind of stupid here. Wake up here. See a vision bigger than yourself and realize that this is the future of money. All right. Cryptocurrency, altcoins, and XRP is one of them. We believe wholeheartedly. And again, XRP community, XRP Army, the news, and this host right here on this channel. God bless them, for gosh sakes. Thank you for giving us the time to share our message. So
yeah, absolutely. And even looking at something like Kraken, a cryptocurrency exchange that received a bank charter, the first in U.S. history out of all cryptocurrency exchanges to receive that. And if you guys know how difficult that is to receive a bank charter to operate legally by the federal government as a bank, you would know that this is the real deal. So if you're not paying attention and learning right now, you don't have to be an expert to learn. You just have to put your foot in the door to start learning. We don't claim to be gurus because, our expertise is actually in building brands and helping people generate leads and sales and income for their businesses. So when we looked at cryptocurrency, it was this confusing realm to us. And we saw all these gurus online using these big words to try and sound smart. And they understood what the blockchain was. They understood what all these terminologies was. And we were like,
we're like, God, help
us. We don't know what's going on here.
Circular.
So when we started to research stuff, it was just so overwhelming to us. And that's why we can see it's not mainstream yet, because it hasn't been adopted by the general public, because it is way too overcomplicated and is run by nerds. And I'm a nerd at heart. I played video games growing up. I was on the computer, but I didn't know how to code. Right. So I'm not a full-fledged nerd, so I can't claim being a full nerd. And being a nerd is not a bad thing.
And we have the utmost respect, because we wish we were as smart as you guys and gals. You don't have to be smart to make money. Does that make sense at all? Because if it makes sense, it makes money. If it doesn't make sense and someone wants to convince you it makes sense, it makes no money. Think about that.
Yep. So when you are learning about something, just take the time, absorb it. You don't have to know everything to make money. You don't have to be smart to make money. One of the U.S. presidents was put on trial for being unconstitutional, and because he couldn't memorize facts of who won the Battle of Bunker Hill and all these different facts of history. He's like, guys, I don't need to memorize all these facts. I have a button on my desk for every single thing that I want. If I want an answer, I could push the button and someone could come in and give it to me. It's called Think and Grow Rich. It's not called memorize all the information and grow rich. See, your mind should not be used as a storehouse for data and for facts, guys. It should be used as a thinking faculty on ways to get wealthy, on ways to help other people get wealthy. And cryptocurrency is a way that popped into our mind. And the reason why we're growing so quick, and the reason why, sometimes our portfolio might look better than someone that knows way more than us, is because we're not focused on the memorizing all the details. We're looking at the projects that have the best backing, and the projects that have the best partnerships, and the projects that are doing the most on the blockchain and doing the most for society on a bigger picture. So when we look at projects, we're not looking at the little tiny things. We're looking at the bigger picture. So let's give you a depth of vision. You made it to the right call. You made it to the right industry. And if you're looking at cryptocurrency, guys, we are telling you get ready for the wave, because we're still in the infancy. And the reason why we're in the infancy,
back up the trucks.
We're loading up on crypto.
We're going to the moon.
We're going camping on the moon, right? Back up the rocket ship, back up the boat, dock that sucker.
Yes. We are renting Elon Musk's spaceship, and we're going to the moon together, all right? I'm going to tell you what now. Before we get into even more, we are not financial advisors, okay? We're not telling you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. You're smart enough to make that educated decision to create your own portfolio, okay? But let's just say you found a home. Welcome. Take off your gosh darn shoesies.
Grab some popcorn.
And sit down. Relax. Everything's going to be all good. But we appreciate you for being here. Let's just keep on chatting around and let's keep going.
Let's run it.
Let's run it.